Thank y'all. I miss you guys. I didn't hear what you said, but I ditto. I miss you guys, man. I miss Montana. I do. It's hard being in LA. There's just so many things about my life here that I miss. Like before I moved away, I had a neighbor named Otis, man. You know what the best thing about Otis was? He was 7. I'm not lying. I was walking down my street one day and I had a little kid on a bike stop me and he said, "Hey, how old are you?" I said, "I'm 31. He's like, "I'm 7. I was like, "Cool." And he's like, "What's your name?" I was like, "My name's Connor." And he's like, "My name's Otis." I was like, that is the last name I expected. But he had me over for a barbecue. He brews his own beer. He's a cool kid, Otis. He's a good shit. I miss the cold, man. I didn't think I would miss the cold. You guys don't know how good you have it. I've been dealing with nonstop sunshine for 2 years. You guys don't know how lucky you are. I mean it, man. I never thought I would get sick of nonstop sunshine, but I have, Billings. It's exhausting. You know why? Because here's the nice thing. Like, you ever have the day off and then the weather's shit outside, so you just have like a free pass to just be a terrible human for the day? You know? I don't get that. I don't get that in LA. The sun is always there. It's always there. You ever have like an overly positive friend that won't let you have a bad day, you know? Like you just want to be in a bad mood and your friend's like, "Hey, don't think about it like that. Think about the bright side of things." And you're like, "I don't want to think about the bright side of things today. I want to order some shitty food, watch a shitty movie, like The Meg or something, you know, just a movie that has no value." But you can't do that out there. The sun's just always there. Like, "Hey, maybe you should try some yoga. You want to go, maybe try some yoga, take a walk." But I also know that the weather is not great. I know that dealing with the cold all the time is not fun. I was actually, when I was home for the holidays, I was pulling up. I stayed at my dad's place. When I was pulling up, there was a guy trying to pull into his driveway a few houses up. And I see this guy and he's struggling. He's got one foot in the car on the gas pedal and he's got one foot on the street and he's stuck on the curb. And I pull up and he's just like not moving at all. So I watch him for like 4 seconds and I'm gonna give it a second, see if this guy actually needs help. And I watch him and I'm like, after a few seconds, I'm like, okay, this guy needs help. He's not moving. So I'm walking up, like I say, it's a couple houses. So I'm like, takes me a second to get there. I'm 5 feet behind this guy. I'm like right behind him, just about to be like, "Hey man." And this guy's just like, fuck! And then I just went, "Hey man." And he was literally like, "Hey." I was like, don't smile at me like that after what I just saw. Like, you gotta talk about something. Let's talk about it, man. Like, I think it's more than this car frustrating you right now. He was pissed. It is crazy how brutal the weather will get out here, and you're just expected to deal with it, though. You're just expected to deal with it. Like, we never had snow days growing up, when I was growing up, you know? Like, we never had, you never get the day off if there's a blizzard, you know? You got two-wheel drive, fuck you. We'll see you in 3 hours, okay? You're still expected to be here, you know? You can call Jimmy John's in the middle of a blizzard here in Montana. Be like, "Hey, excuse me, are you guys still delivering?" And they'll just be like, I don't know, pussy. Are you still hungry? Huh? I've got 12 Siberian Huskies hooked up to my O2 Alero. What do you want? Aroo! One benefit of the weather in LA, though, there's no wind, man. There's no wind. Can we all agree that that is the worst weather condition? The wind, man, and that? It's a fucking dick, dude. It's a dick. I swear, if I wake up and I even hear trees moving, I'm like, fuck. It's just the worst. No matter what you want to do, like rain, snow, you can do it. But if it's just windy outside all day, it's just Mother Nature's bully, just pushing you around all day, you know? And you can't do anything about it. I've thought about this way too much, man. Like if I've fantasized about switching places with the wind for a day, man. Like, because with most bullies in your life, they might get some justice. You know, you can do something about it. You can take it outside at recess. You can tell them what's up. You can maybe stop, walk away, tell an adult. You know, bullies get justice in real life, but not the wind, man. Not the wind. This is gonna keep blowing, dude. Just keeps blowing. So like, I just wish I could switch places with a day. You know, like for a day. Show up outside the wind's house 20 minutes before his alarm clock goes off. You know, kick his garbage can into the street. See what he thinks about it. You know. Just sit there and slap tree branches against his window 30 minutes before he wakes up, you know? Hey, Gusty, you awake in there, motherfucker? Ah! Throw some dirt in his face when he steps outside. Where you going today, huh? Slam his car door on his Achilles. Where you headed, huh? Where you gotta go? It's a nice haircut. How come you got your haircut so nice today, huh? What's going on? You got something important to be? Who's that on the phone? Who are you trying to talk to, huh? Told you, I've thought about it too much. Thought about it too much. See, I am a waiter. As Julie's so eloquent, no, I'm not a waiter, I'm a bartender, okay? Which, for the longest time, I thought being a bartender would be better than being a waiter, because I served tables for a long time, and I was like, man, I'd like it a lot more if I was a bartender, which I was an idiot for thinking, because it's like, I'm an idiot. Like, if I don't like going to people and asking them what they need, if I don't like going to tables, asking people what they need, bringing them what they need, you know, why did I think it would be any better if the people had me surrounded, you know? Like, as a server, I could at least walk away. You can walk away from your table. You can go scream or cry in the walk-in cooler really fast. You know, whoever just woo. Do you work in a restaurant? Okay. Woo one more time if you or somebody you know has cried in a fucking walk-in cooler before. Hey. See, that's what keeps the veggies fresh, you guys. Okay, it's the tears of your server. Can't do nothing, man. I can't get away. I got nothing to defend myself. I'm back there with 2 shaker cups. That's all I got. And that's what's hard. I work in a pretty fancy spot. It's like really busy, but still pretty fancy. And there's no way to look cool when you're shaking drinks, man. I always feel like shaking drink, it's like an elliptical at the gym. You know, the harder you try, the worse you look, okay? You know, just like you can't. It's only weird when I do it. One thing I have learned as a bartender, though, man, I don't think you should trust adults that drink Mountain Dew. Meth dealers, you're right. I'm saying, no, that's what it is. I'm not making this up, man. Like, if you are an adult and you drink Mountain Dew, you either play a lot of video games, you own like multiple 4-wheelers and motorcycles, or 3, you do meth. You do meth, okay? I'm not making it up. Ask any Billings bartender, man. There is a significant correlation between adults that do the meth and adults that do the do, folks, okay? There is some overlap, okay? I've even seen meth billboards here in Montana that say meth, don't do it, and the do is spelled D-E-W. They know. I had a guy come into my bar one time. I had a gentleman order a Mountain Dew and Fireball. Yeah. I called the cops. I didn't know what to do. I was like, you guys. Need to get down here fast. This drywall will not hold this man for long, okay? That's actually a big part of what this fundraiser is for. We're just trying to make the Billings skate park dew-proof, okay? We're just trying to keep the dew drinkers out of the skate park, you guys. I'm 31 years old now, man. Gross. Did you say gross? Yuck to you, miss. Yuck to you. I thought I'd have so much figured out by the time I was like in my 30s, man. Like I remember when I was like in my early 20s, I wrote in a journal, I remember writing in a journal, like I'm gonna be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. And now I'm like, maybe I could get a puppy. Like if I buckle down, you know? Like No, I realized like growing up, like, I put too much thought. The only thing I ever thought about growing up was like losing weight. I was a very chunky kid. I'm 90 pounds lighter than I was at my heaviest. I was a big kid. Thank you. See, no yuck no more, huh? No yuck no more. People don't believe me when I say I used to be fat. And I'm like, you don't look like you were overweight. I'm like, that's kind of the point. That's kind of why I did what I did. Like, that'd be kind of rude if you told me, oh yeah, you look like you used to be fat. I think that would make me still fat, miss. I think that's what... Like I said, I really do want a dog, man, though. I'm fiending for a dog. My girlfriend and I, we got a cat. We got a lovely cat. My girlfriend couldn't make it this week, actually, because our girlfriend just... the cat got fixed. I was gonna say, yeah, my girlfriend didn't get fixed this week. But our cat got fixed this week. Thank the Lord, man. I have had a horny cat for a month. It's been exhausting, dude. This cat is just walking around the house. Just non-stop. Like, if you even just look at her, and she's like, like, I didn't like it. And she's just trying to get into every closet and cupboard, like there's just some kitty dick hiding in the cupboards. It's like there's not. She's peeing in the sinks. She won't pee in her litter box. She's peeing in every sink in the house, man. I've been horny, but I've never been so horny that I pissed in my sink, okay? That's not... I'm happy to be done dating, though, man. I got a good woman. I love this girl, and thank you. I'm happy to be out of the game, man. Dating's tough. I'm a little too awkward for it, if I'm being honest. Like, I remember, too old? Eat my ass, little girl. I'm not too old. But my grandparents are here, and you just made me say that, okay? That's on you. That's on you. Grandpa, it's her fault. So I'm like... Yeah, I was an awkward dater, man. I remember, like, I remember I was living in Texas for a little while when I was younger. I was working for a supplement store. I was working for Complete Nutrition, and they paid me to go down to Texas and help run some stores for a little bit. And I remember I was 20 years old. I remember going to this ice cream shop, this place called Amy's Ice Cream. It was real popular in Texas, and didn't know anybody. I was like, I'll just go get some ice cream. So I'm standing in line. It's like a 30-minute wait for this ice cream, long line out the door. And I end up standing behind this, attractive woman. I'm right behind her, and I got enough time. I'm sitting there behind her. I'm like, oh, this girl's cute. 5 minutes go by, I'm like, you should say something to this girl. I'm like, no, I'm not saying anything to this girl. 5 minutes go by, I'm like, say something to this girl. I got a lot of time to debate this. So finally, I'm like, just say something to this woman, man, And if I don't know what I even ended up saying, like something real smooth, like, hey, what flavor do you like? Probably something real smooth. But yeah, me and this girl get to talking. We talk for 15 minutes. This conversation's going well, and she asked me what I do. I'm like, oh, I moved down here. I work for Complete Nutrition. I'm here to help manage for a little while. And I ask her what she does. She's like, oh, I'm a lawyer. I just got partner at my firm over here. And I was like, oh, that's a little bit more important than what I do. And this girl looks at me, she's like, what? Don't kid yourself. Being a pediatrician, that's a big deal. Yeah. Just love the kids, man. Like, it doesn't feel like that's big of a deal to me just to take care of the kids, you know? And then I left. I didn't even get any ice cream. I left. I had a moment like that today. I went to the gym here in town, and I know too many people here in town, man. There's a lot of people whose names I don't know. I know all your faces. There's a lot of lovely people here in Billings, and I can't always remember everybody. And I was at the gym, and this guy walks up to me. I'm on this machine, and this dude walks up, and I can tell he's waiting for me to finish my set. And he's just standing at me. I'm like, fuck. I was like, how do I know this guy? And I stand up, and he's smiling at me. He's got like a friendly smile on. I'm like, God damn it, where do I know this man from? I was like, just play it cool, Connor. So I take my headphone out, and I'm like, what's up, dude? I was like, how you been? He's like, do I know you? I was like, honestly, man, I thought you did. So I just came clean. I was like, I thought you did, so I just tried to act like I knew you, because I just wanted to, you know. He's like, no, I just want to know how much longer you're going to be on this machine. And I was like, I am done. I am leaving the gym. I am done. No, health was a big part of my life for a minute after I lost weight, man. That was my steez. I just wanted to help other people be healthy. That's why I got that job selling false hope to people working at a supplement store, you know? Dude, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun working at that store, you know? Because that was my job to like get to know people, build relationships, and then just sell them stuff that wouldn't work, you know? Like I'd have women crying. Like, I just want to fit into my dress at my wedding, you know? And I'm like, all right, well, give me $1,000 and here's some pills that won't help, okay? You know, that's... But it did always crack me up how often somebody would come into the store, and there'd always be some dude, or even women sometimes would come into the store and someone say something along the lines of like, you know, I want to put on some muscle, I'm trying to beef up, but I don't want to get like, I'm not trying to get like too big, you know, I don't want to get like nasty big, you know, I don't want to be like gross huge. I just be like, okay, man, okay, well, we will take it slow, okay, I don't want to slip up and get you too jacked too fast here, buddy, okay? It would be funny if that's how it worked, though. Same guy shows up to the store the next day, like, what the fuck, dude? I told you to start with half a scoop, man. What did you do? I've toned it down on the fitness a little bit too, just because, I don't know, one, I don't care, like my ego's gotten a little bit smaller, and I don't care about, like, at this point, I just care about, like, being able to be functional when I'm, like, 70, 80-year-old, you know, like, I don't care about being the most shredded guy in the room anymore, because one, I realize, ladies, you don't need your man to be the most ripped person ever, right? Clearly, right? Yeah. Like, and one, like, I think women, you do like a man with a little bit of muscle, but you don't want a guy that's like a tool about it, do you? Like, you don't want, like, if you got a guy that's got some guns, you don't want to see him like flexing in the gym. No, you want to see, if he's got arms, if he's got veins in his arms, you want to see that when he's like fucking holding a cast iron skillet, you know, whipping you up breakfast, you know. You want to see that arm pop when he's fucking mopping them floors, you know, that's when you want to. That's a pandering joke. My girlfriend never sees my muscles. All right, I love you guys. Have a good night, Billings. Enjoy Steven Casada.